Douglas, Moore, Bolger, Shipley, Clark, Key, English. Those are a lot of prime ministers who were prepared to front up and be held accountable. It's a long line of democratic history that just about ended. It's actually not Hosking that the prime minister is no longer speaking to weekly. It's voters. It's me and you.
Now, at that time, Mike Hosking himself said the Prime Minister was running for the hills because his questions were too tough for her and he was catching her out. Reports I'd read, she hadn't. The time I asked whether on the City Council, she replied they didn't do such things, clearly not having the slightest clue. They were in a month or so going to do exactly that. Those occasions are too many to be comfortable. Now, that Tauranga City Council example was an interesting one. At that point, the Department of Internal Affairs had begun the process of inquiring into the Invercargill and Tauranga City Councils and how to address their current leadership problems. The Department of Internal Affairs would then advise the Minister of Local Government if any action needed to be taken under the Local Government Act's regulations, which allow for a minister to intervene if the running of council operations could fail. And that's exactly what is supposed to happen by law in such circumstances. But at the time, the Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, responded like this on the Mike Hosking breakfast.
Why on earth such suggestions?
Because the department has written to both of the councils looking for information that they may involve the role of the minister in them.
And you're suddenly making the assumption that we're going to take over.
Well, that's one of the outworkings of the information they received from the letter they sent.
Mike, if you've got a list of things that you've gone through this morning, then that is fine.
Well, you're not aware of the department writing to the councils asking for information of potential ministerial involvement?
It's a ridiculous suggestion that we would take over a council.
Well, the government did appoint a commissioner to run the council in Tauranga in the end, but not in Invercargill. And just last week, the people of Tauranga elected a new mayor to run their council again. Good news for local democracy, but not for Mike Hosking, it seems, according to his chat with the current Prime Minister last week. What we need are half a dozen commissioners that will free to text among us and get